Why did the Anglo-Saxons migrate to Britain? The Anglo-Saxon migration to Britain, occurring primarily between the 5th and 7th centuries, is driven by a combination of push and pull factors. Here's a concise explanation based on historical understanding. Push factors 1. Environmental and economic pressures. The Anglo-Saxons, originating from regions in modern-day northern Germany, Denmark, the Netherlands, faced challenges in their homelands. Rising sea levels and flooding in low-lying coastal areas, particularly in Frisia and Jutland, reduced arable land, making farming difficult. Overpopulation and resource scarcity likely exacerbated these issues, pushing tribes to seek new territories. 2. Social and political instability. The collapse of the Western Roman Empire around 476 CE created a power vacuum in Europe, leading to increased tribal conflicts and competition for land. The Anglo-Saxons faced pressure from neighboring groups, such as the Franks, and internal rivalries, prompting some to migrate for safety and opportunity. 3. Climate changes. The period saw climatic shifts, including cooler and wetter conditions in northern Europe, which may have disrupted agriculture and food supplies, encouraging migration to more fertile regions. Pull factors 1. Weakened Roman Britain. After the Roman Empire withdrew from Britain around 410 CE, the island was left vulnerable. Local Britons struggled to defend against invasions without Roman military support. The Anglo-Saxons saw Britain as a land of opportunity, with weakened defenses and fertile farmland available for settlement. 2. Invitation by local leaders. Some historical accounts, like those from Bede and Gildas, suggest that British leaders invited Anglo-Saxon mercenaries to Britain to help fend off Pictish and Scottish raiders from the north. These mercenaries, including groups led by figures like Hengist and Horsa, were offered land in exchange for military service. Over time, they brought more settlers, establishing permanent communities. 3. Fertile land and resources. Britain's climate and soil were more favorable for agriculture than the flood-prone regions of northern Europe. The promise of abundant land for farming and settlement attracted Anglo-Saxon groups seeking to establish new lives. 4. Power and wealth. The fragmented political landscape of post-Roman Britain allowed Anglo-Saxon warriors to carve out kingdoms and gain wealth through conquest and settlement. The lack of centralized authority made it easier for them to dominate regions over time. Migration process. The migration was not a single event, but a gradual process over centuries, involving small groups of settlers, warriors, and families, such as Anglo-Saxon burials and settlements in eastern Britain. Supports the idea of steady migration rather than a mass invasion. Genetic studies suggest a significant but not overwhelming Anglo-Saxon contribution to Britain's population, indicating integration with local Britons rather than complete displacement. By the 7th century, Anglo-Saxon kingdoms like Mercia, Northumbria, and Wessex emerged, shaping England's cultural and political landscape. Sources and context. Historical records, such as Bede's Ecclesiastical History of the English People and the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, describe the migration, though they are written later and may reflect biases. Archaeological finds like the Sutton Hoo ship burial highlight the wealth and culture of the settlers. Modern scholarship debates the scale of migration versus cultural assimilation, with estimates suggesting 10,000 to 200,000 Anglo-Saxons migrated, a small fraction compared to Britain's existing population. If you have a specific aspect of the migration you'd like to explore, archaeological evidence, specific tribes, or cultural impacts, let me know and I can dive deeper.